Hello friends, this is Jaychandra. Today I'm going to explain you the ninth experiment of database. The ninth experiment is all about the index and sequences. So here are the set of questions which I need to explain you now. The first question was create the index on customer ID and customer name of the customer table. So the customer table will be there. So I need to create an index for only the customer ID and the customer name respectively. So the query goes like for the creation of customer ID and customer name in the customer table. So create index create index space index name on customer, which are the attributes which we need. So create index space the index name which we need, and on the customer table, on the table name and customer ID and customer name. So here the index was created, and the next question was create a bitmap index on the gender field of the supply table. For the supply table, we need to create a bitmap index. So we are creating index as create bitmap index space index name as a s index on the supply table. We need to get an attribute only for the gender, right? So we are getting gender. So create bitmap index space index name on the table name as supplier and the attribute which we need as gender. And the third question was create function based based index on lowercase of the customer name on the customer table. Here we need to create a function based on the index. So the function based on the index, and that should be on the lowercase from the customer name, and this should be present in the customer table itself. So I am creating select lower of customer name from the customer table. This indicates that the customer name attributes, the things which are present in the attribute of a customer name will be converted as a lowercase from the customer table. So I'm giving as select space lower or upper which we need, like lower, and the attribute for the attribute customer name from the table customer. So everything which was there in the customer name will be in the lower form. So the index creation will be like this, as create index space index name on the customer and customer ID and customer name. So index will be created automatically. For the ID and name, I'm creating the index here. And the fourth question was create an index organization table with transaction ID, customer name and supplier ID. So I need to create index for the organization table, which consists of three attributes like transaction ID, customer name and supplier ID. So I'm creating index for create table C index for customer ID. I have already told customer ID as number, which I am giving as a primary key, and customer name and the other attribute which is a varchar, and supplier ID as SID which is a number, for the table as organization table. So the table is created now. Okay, the next question was drop the bitmap index and the function based index. So we need to drop both the bitmap index as well as the function based index. So if we are totally dropping that bitmap for the dropping of bitmap index and function based index, we can drop directly the index name which we have already created. So that is why I'm dropping drop index space the index that we have already created, the index name which we have already created. So the already created index was s index, so I'm giving as drop index space s index. So index have been dropped. And the next one was create a sequence for the order ID of the order table. So we need to create a sequence from the order table for the attribute called order ID. So I'm creating the sequence such as create sequence or sequence, so sequence name. So for the order ID, the sequence will be created. For this indicates that the minimum value will come maximum value, and everything. So after that, the sequence will be created automatically. So that's all. Thank you.
Webinar